Hey, welcome back to Tool Time, John. Today we're going to be working on something that incidentally does not require any tools. So what we're going to be doing is replacing headlight bulbs in my wife's 2011 Lexus RX350. So if you've got an older vehicle, this should be pretty easy for you. Newer vehicles tend to be a little bit more difficult. It's not as easy as it was on older vehicles to change out bulbs. So anyway, let's get into it. As you can see, this light bulb is working. This one, it's not. The inside bulbs are your high beams. To get to the headlight, we gotta pull all these beauty covers off the engine. And then back here is where the wiring harness connects to the bulb. So you'll want to reach over in here and make sure that you get the harness that goes into the light bulb on the outer side. And it's lefty loosey, righty tighty, so go counterclockwise or left to pull this out. So there's the bulb that we're going to be replacing. And I said that there's no tools necessary, but you'll see this clip here, and really all you'll need is something to pull that tab back so it unlocks that little part right there from the tab. So I just use a key. I'll pull up on it, and you may have to try to work this loose because there is rubber gaskets that hold that in place. All right, so got it loose and pulled it out. You want to make note of the type of bulb it is, and that right there tells you H11C. So you can either go on Amazon and wait a couple days, or go to your local stores and find one. And I actually went to Walmart and got this because the other auto parts stores was almost double the price. That's what I got. It's the same exact bulb. If you notice right there, it's got the same information that's on the old one. Now, when replacing bulbs, it's important that you do not grab the bulb with your fingers. When you're taking out the old bulb, yeah, you can touch the bulb, but on the new one, don't. We're going to put this where this little tab goes into this part right here. Just lock it into place. And when putting it in, it's actually where the harness goes down. So when you're putting it in, you're going to want to do this and turn clockwise. So you just carefully put it in the hole, and you'll feel the slots, where if you've got it aligned right, and then you just turn it, and that's it. We'll get the other side done. Again, lefty loosey. Pull that out. Locate the tab right there. And again, just use keys or whatever just to fold that back a little bit to clear that little nub that keeps this thing locked. And then just try to work the bulb loose. There we go. As Chris Fix would say, out with the old and in with the new. So remember not to touch the bulb. That little plastic nub right there lines up with this here. Push it in until it locks. And then remember, you're going to be turning it clockwise to lock it in. Feed it into the hole until you feel the slots line up. And then make sure it's up and down. And we're done. Put the beauty covers back into place. We'll test out the lights and make sure it's all good. Now that everything's back together, let's check it out. There you go. We got working lights. Now, I replaced both, even though that one was working, because inevitably I replaced this one over here, and then This one will fail a couple days later, so best to replace them in pairs. And we'll just check the high beams. High beams are still working. The outer lights are the low beams, and they're still on, so we are good to go. Oh, by the way, registration's out on it. Today is actually the first part of December, so I got to go get it inspected and renew the registration so I am legal. Hopefully this all helped you out, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments below and I'll get back to you. But if you like what you saw, certainly would appreciate you hitting that like button and subscribing. So until next time, see ya.